Strategic Simulations present Eye of the Beholder 2, The Legend of Darkmoon. It was settling in for an evening by the fire. Then a note was slipped to you. It was from your old friend Calvin Blackstaff, Archmage of the city. The message was urgent. What could Calvin want?
Welcome! Please come in! Calvin awaits you in his study.
Thank you for coming so quickly. I am troubled, my friend. Ancient evil stirs in the temple Darkmoon. I fear for the safety of our city. I need your help. 3 nights ago I sent forth a scout. She has not yet returned. I fear for her safety. Take this coin. I will use it to contact you. You must act quickly. I will teleport you to the dark. May luck be with you, my friend. Hello boys and girls, welcome to this video of Eye of the Beholder 2, The Legend of Darkmoon. And I don't know if I am speaking for all the fans when I say that this might well be the best installment of the entire Eye of the Beholder trilogy. Like I said, I will transfer my Eye of the Beholder 1 party. In order to do this, I have already done this before starting the video. You must copy your save game file from Eye of the Beholder 1 to the directory of Eye of the Beholder 2. That would be the file eobdata.sav. And then I get this screen. I may only transfer 4 characters. Well, I will just go for the characters that I created myself. So Taker and Dorum will have to say goodbye. You will remain in the first game. But they can be transferred into this. That is just valid, but I won't go for that. Well, this is just a message that my key items or other items that have only a value in Eye of the Beholder 1 won't be transferred. Now, if you have found the spell Stone Skin for your mage in Eye of the Beholder 1, it will also not be transferred. I guess that was a too powerful protection spell. Well, let's just use the top one. I don't need that file anymore. And that will be the way to go. Now In ideal 1 I could only make 1 save game. Here I can make 6. That's already a very huge advancement. Let's set up my spells alright. Yeah, well, visibility and mouse acid arrow junk. Now this will have to do. Then let's pray for spells. Blast, cure, light wounds. Let's for now keep it at hold person. I will soon need slow poison. Dispel magic. Yeah, well, remove paralysis is also a good idea. Let's see, I'll raise that. Yeah, well, my rest will always be interrupted by a dire wolf, so that's why I didn't go for rest. Basically, this game is far more to the point than its predecessor. It has multiple sections, and this forest is just a kind of a prologue, a nice secret. You always need to have Calvin's coin with you, which you can just wear it as a necklace. Saves an inventory slot. I will play on the first section, which is the underground section, and the prologue as one, and from there I will take each section one by one in one video, as this is a much larger goal than its predecessor. This looks a lot already like the underground section in Outfielder 1, with only this time dried moss instead of still green moss. The Mage Scroll Blur. Let's see, can I scribe it? Yeah, I can. Oh yeah, let's rest. There are no enemies down here, so this is the perfect opportunity to get all my spells at the ready. Rotten food. I need that as a key item. And yes, leather armor. I may also need that soon enough. You will see eventually why. Now this is just a little secret place with no real value other than those treasures. Basically, the concept is the same, only a different story and a bit more to the point story also, like I said. Kelvin wants me to investigate the Temple of Darkmoon. No, I'm not interested. Because I already know the way to Darkmoon. There it is. Do you wish to enter Darkmoon? Yes, of course. It's the only place to go in the game. There are two clerics standing here. As you approach, they bow slightly. The woman speaks with delight.
Welcome to Darkmoon. I am Nadia, and this is my brother Jarl. How may we be of service?
Now let's inquire. We have come from Waterdeep. We are looking for a friend who may be lost in these woods. Her name is Amber. Have you seen her? Yeah, how my party knows that her name is Amber is a bit beyond me, as Kelvin never mentioned her name. But it is actually the scout that Kelvin sent earlier and who didn't return. Gerald looks quizzily to Nadia. No, we have not seen her or anyone else lately. These woods are calm and it is very peaceful here. You look worn and tired. Please rest and enjoy Darkmoon. They smile warmly and bow. Well, they won't do anything yet. A woman, garbed in full armor, stands before you. She looks extremely troubled. Why are you so distressed? Can we help you?
I am looking for my sister, Calandra. She disappeared in the nearby forest last night. With Nadia's help, I have been searching for her, but I fear for the worst. Have you seen her?
No, we have not. Are there any traces left behind? Do you have any clues?
Last night we made camp in the forest. When I awoke this morning, she was gone. There were signs of struggle near her bed, but no tracks were left to follow. Please, if you see my sister, guide her here. Nadia will take care of her until I return. I must continue my search.
The woman turns and leaves the temple. Well, seems nothing wrong here. Now the door is still open. But that will change soon enough. As you step into the doorway, Nadia clears her throat rather loudly. Zoro calls from behind, "You are not permitted to go in there. The way leads to our private chambers. Only members of the cloth are allowed. Please step back, my friends." Well, when I choose to ignore him, those two clerics will immediately become violent and the exit will close forever, giving me no return back to the forest. But I don't need to be there anyway. Wait, so let's go for it. Well, let's go down. And welcome to the underground section, the first section of the game.
These catacombs look ancient and evil.
If you say so. Well, I need 5 rocks soon enough. But I also need one here, so let's take one with me. Strange. This place was built by Drow, but they left this region long ago.
We are like thief, that's we. Oh, you scuttlehead. Let's finish them off and go back to sleep.
Not that hard. And a key, well, just like before, I recommend to give all the keys to one dedicated person for keys. I will go for my clerk, just like in the first game. Of course, we now see that we are getting human enemies. That won't stay that way the entire game, I can tell you. Well, the food barracks. Ooh, funny. That was what I needed this rock for.
It's humming and coming from that door. Please help me. Watch out. Guards. Guards everywhere. Oh, great heroes. Thank you for your timely rescue. I am Insal the Quick. I was seeking refuge in this temple from the wolves of the forest. No sooner had I borrowed some food when the clerks captured me and placed me in this cell. Please free me, and I will make a valuable addition to your party.
Well, of course, when I say yes, he joins my party, but as soon as I rest, he will leave the party and steal some items from me. He is supposed to come back later in the game if I choose Death Path. However, the game is bugged on this point, and now that will happen when I say no. Yeah, that's a bit odd. And he will leave behind a note saying that he borrowed a few things from me. So we can also get what he means by borrowing food. His alignment is also chaotic neutral. That could explain a few things. He is the only NPC who pulls a stunt like that, so that's good to know, huh? Yes, in the entire franchise, as far as I know. These bags can be used to turn petrified characters back to normal. Yes, this game has petrification. That is nice to know. However, it won't be until the third section that we actually get to deal with that. Let's see. Yes, let's go down here. Going down. Yes, those spider webs. I think this is a secret passage. Long ago forgotten. We better be careful. Well, if you say so. The ancient bones crumble to dust. Scroll for neutral poison. A parchment which contains a bit of information about this dungeon I'm currently in. And this copper key, that was what I was looking for here. Well, we have an underground section and the other sections are all towers. And they are all connected by the main section, which is where I met Jorl and Nadia. So basically I will always return to that portion of the game. The central section is basically 2 floors. The entrance floor and one upper floor. And of course we are now in the dungeon section. I will leave it for a short while as I have a little bit of business in the central section. And I will show you soon what that will be. Let's see. I'm not going to attack Gerald and Nadia yet. I'm just going upstairs.
My children, these are our private chambers. You must leave.
Fuck you. Well, and let's rest. La la la. Now this is a pretty horrible floor as this was only one clerk. But we will soon get an entire horde of them, and they will just keep on coming. These statuettes can be destroyed by just whacking them. These locks, I never found a key for them, but you can pick them. I've never had a critical miss in this game. So perhaps that's the good story. Ooh, lockpicks. Not sure if I need them. And a spellbook.
Look what I found in the bed.
Well, open sesame. And here we can find a few clerk cards. Yeah. Oh, more of them. Well, let's try to rest, and this is what I mean, and that will happen a lot in this place. And don't think that closing doors will save your ass, because these guys can just open the door. So that will not do very much.
None shall pass without the mark of Darkmoon.
Yeah, this is the entrance to the third section. So I will not cover that in this video. Therefore you will have to come back. But behind that door is the section where you will get to deal with the enemies that can petrify you. Well, there are a few more. Let's... Oh. So, that will do for now. That was all not what I was looking for. Another bag, a complete set of elf bones, and a note. Calban, your suspicions were correct. There is more happening here in the Temple of Darkmoon than meets the eye. Upon arriving, I ambushed a new convert and I taken her identity. This made it quite simple to infiltrate the temple. The clerks here have completely deceived the surrounding populace. Everyone believes them to be kind and helpful, while secretly they gather an army of undead warriors. I will soon send this to you I will send this to you as soon as I can. But first I must take that test to become a true member of the cloth. With my skills, there should be no danger. Amber. Yeah. I guess you already know that that complete set of elf bones I found is in fact what is left of Amber. Well, this door leads to the final section. So that comes much later. Let's open this door. There will be a clerk here, yes. Well, they won't be able to open this door, so here I can have a rest. The portal is for now useless, but I can use it later. The scroll improved identify is a nice one to scribe. And let's also memorize it. When I find strange objects now, I can use that spell. And then I can get the full description of what it does. It won't, however, help me with cursed items, and there are also some of those. Well, for now I am done in this place, so let's get out of here. This is a bit bugged. There are 4 guards here. And I do 1 step backward. It will actually show that. I already killed 1. But the system spawned them all at exactly the same spot. And that didn't work out so well. Well, this is back to Nora and Nadia. I'm still not going to fight them. Who would you like to resurrect? Amber. And then she will join the party immediately. Death be undone by me, but I shall only grant 3. You can also use it to resurrect a dead party member, but you can only do it 3 times. Well, she is a fighter. No, she is a thief and a magician. And that is why I took that leather armor with me, because she can't wear metal armor. And let's see. Yes, an extra spell book. And that will do for now. Let's and let's memorize some spells, shall we? Yeah, sure. Heal me. And that's why you're here anyway. Nora and Nadia can't follow me here. Well, okay, that was not the way to go. This is. Here. You didn't know where Amber was? Well, here she is. That will teach you to lie to me. Now, from this moment on, there will be respawning clerics. So you are never safe here. Well, this is... You could already hear one attacking me. But that's a later concern. For now, it's just the underground section that counts. And Plastadier. Oh, I still had one of those bags that I don't need underground. Well, I will come up those stairs anyway, so... Basically, my task in the underground section is to find 4 horns. And when I have all 4 of them, I can open the passage to the first tower. That is what it comes down to. The lever closes the pit, but this is only part of the trap. Yeah. And now the pit behind me has opened. If you fall into it, there's not really much trouble. Let's first take the keys. Well, let's first demonstrate improved identify. I must have the item I want to identify in my hand, regardless if I can use it or not. Then cast a spell, and now I can see it's just a regular skill mill. Well, let's just pretend to fall for that pit trap. Because you may think that the game will be over forever if you fall into that. Well, that's not the case. You might throw a knife and it will go straight through the door and hit the button behind it and close and open the... Oh, hear me. Open the door behind it in the process. It is a good idea to save the game first, though. Let's see. And that's a scroll of lightning bolt that I can scribe with Merlin. After all, Amber already has it. And that's all on this floor. And that closes the pit. So basically I should just be able to move over here safely now. Well, only an old dagger. Pretty useless. Hey, it's something, right? And here is another door. Why are most of these guards half naked? Well, this is basically their sleeping place. So they were just lying in bed and my presence woke them up and they didn't have time to get dressed. After all, intruders means immediate need for action. Well, here is the first horn. Boris, commander of the guards, this is one of the 4 horns. They must not fall into the wrong hands. I repeat, they must not. Together they can be used to break the seal. J. Now I don't know who J is, but my guess is that it refers to Jarl. Pretty useless now, but hey, it's one of the horns. Let's see. Yeah, I can just walk on. I think we have awoken some more guards. And, well, another key. Which I don't think I'll need anymore. A sling, or whatever use, and erase that scroll. And, well, this was not really a level. This was just a part that connects 2 parts of the game. This stair will actually lead to the next level. We are far underground. The way before us is vast, dark, and still. It appears to be long abandoned. Well, if only that were true. Strange! These doors were not part of the original construction. Why were they replaced? This is part of the fireball trap. A switch or pressure plate may trigger it, yeah. Now this niche, however, is empty. See what happens now. And I do need that skull key. Now I can open this lock with it, but there is actually another lock that I will open first. Potion of Vitality. And Potion of Cure Poison. This looks like a good thing to place to hide things. The wall before us is a second-rate illusion. I think there's someone alive in one of these cells. A small starving dwarf croaks, help me, please. The dwarf slowly picks himself up and whimpers, thank you, kind adventurers, for saving me. This temple harbors an evilness, and I must go to warn my people not to trust the clerics any further. The dwarf, free of his chains, scampers out of his cell. Yeah, now he just moves away. He can also introduce himself as Shorn and then ask to be a member of your party, and then you would have an extra clerk. That didn't happen, though. Then I will take this complete set of elf bones instead. This will require me to go back to the main section for the extra NPC, which I will actually do first. Ah, two clerks in my way. Yeah, San Raal is the owner of those elf bones, and he's actually a drow. Hence his pitch black skin. It was already mentioned that the drow may have built those underground sections. Let's memorize some spells. The rest is useless anyhow. Yeah, that will do nicely. Yes, that's all cool. Sanral is the weakest member of the team physically. He will die very easily when not handled with care. Oh. Two more clerks wanting to work it out with me, huh? Well, I don't need this back with magic dust. Let's rest. And let's go back to the place I was before. Yes. I messed up a little. Now, in this level, I need 2 Darkmoon keys. And that is what this lock is all about. Let's see, there is a secret passage near that Darkmoon lock. These clerks on this floor are always very keen to cast a hold person spell. But they can only do so once. But hey, my clerk also has a hold person spell. Which will in the third section be very important to solve a puzzle, but more about that when I actually get there, and that will of course be in the third video of Darkmoon. Well, the head crusher does not look very comfortable. Yeah, why did only the man come and the woman did not? Well, simple. Oh, wait a minute, I just paralyzed her with my hold person spell. This clerk holy symbol is for when you recruit Sean, but since he just walked away immediately, I'm really not sure what triggers him to join the party and what triggers him to just walk away. This spellbook was for Sandral, however, I already had one from the previous game, another skull key, I will need that. This equipment is for Calandra when you have her to join, which I won't do. It's not really interesting to do. Now I can cheat a little with improved identify to help me identify 2 items at once. A +2 plate mail. Well, let's see. That's just still -3, not interesting. Hey, that's more interesting. 1, will that 1 now be? Yes, -1, and none of the others can actually. If you go into that alcove, you will find Calandra, but I will leave her be. Sorry, Calandra. I'll just pretend that I didn't know where you were. Miss me. And that will do. Let's save the game once more and move on. And these are skeletal warriors. If you remember that letter that Amber wrote for Kelvin, a letter that would not arrive due to her getting killed, you already know, should know that she mentions undead army. Well, this is it. They are pretty annoying, especially since most attacks always miss. Well, let's remember the presence of the skeletal warriors, as it will be mentioned later in the storyline. Now, hold person won't do much on the skeletal warriors, but that living priest would still be hurt by it. The hard part has yet to come. Another key. And I will need that one here. Oh, you're going to hold people, huh? The fun part is that Mama is standing behind, so she can't attack me. But Amber can hurt her, and she can hurt her bad. Well, that would cover it for now. A nice rope. Does it have anything special? Oh, it's a +1. Yeah, that door is stuck, but it can be forced open. Of course, you need a strong party for that. But let's first make sure that everyone is fully rested. And behind that door, all hell will break loose. You will see for yourself soon enough. It won't be possible to get through there without resting once. Oh, I get the human warriors up front already. Well, strictly speaking, those skeletal warriors are also human, only dead ones. Yes, there are a terrible crap load. Don't think you can defeat them all by just staying here. The best way to go is to kill some of them and make a run for it eventually. They will try to follow you, but if you run far enough, you may outrun them and then you can rest safely. Of course, sometimes they follow too far, but remember there's a stairway nearby and they cannot follow you up the stairs. So don't worry about that one. my mage went level up. Well, perhaps it's a good idea to make a run for it now anyway. Of course, you know, I use recording software to record all this, and my recording bar is just over the hit points of Edric and One Eye, my most two important party members. I was already suffering a bit from that in the first game. Oh. I guess I also have to deal with it here. I don't know how this will work out in Iron Beholder 3, as there's a slight change in the layout there. But more about that when I actually get to IFT Beholder 3. Well, that will do. A short sword has dropped. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see. Okay. No special characteristics. Bummer. Well, I guess that will do. Yeah, I saw them. I cannot save from the door and in the room itself, then the game will say that I do not feel safe to rest there. It's also a place where enemies will respawn over time. Another neutralized poison. Here, serious. Load. Axe debate. A +2. Well, let's take it with me. I already said it in my video for IoT Beholder 1, but I will be needing some axes soon enough. In IoT Beholder 3. Of course, not really an issue now, but hey, it's always something to keep in mind, alright? Whoa! I was hoping for less. Well, on the other hand, I should have known things went way too easy there. Well, is that all of them? Well, let's save and yeah, apparently another neutralized poison and a Darkmoon key, and that was what I came for. Oh, that's not the way to go. Oh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, here it is. And I said it, another. After a moment of dizziness, a vision of Kelvin appears in your mind. My friends, I see you are within Darkmoon. What have you discovered? You explain to Kelvin that the apparently peaceful temple is a stronghold of evil. You recount the tale of your battles with the clerk's guards and numerous undead warriors. It sounds as if they are massing an army. It is as I feared. You must continue with your quest and learn more, while I consult the lords of Waterdeep. I will contact you again when I'm able. Yeah. Well, let's first trigger this trap. There are some notes here. The fragment of the parchment is burned with blood. It is burnt and bloodstained. Gran, as you well know and have come to expect from my superior, if not godly, intellect, I have exposed another one. Meet me at the northern intersection, so that we may both. The rest of the message is burnt away. I think I found the passageway to a hidden level. I'm excited. If only. If only what? Well, behind this door is the second horn. First, another letter. This is some type of entry ripped out of a journal. The architecture in these catacombs is marvelous and intriguing. I know about the drow and their fascination from hidden passages. I must find... Yeah, I must find what, huh? That is the second horn. Oh, there are some potions here. Let's not forget about them. Now, this is the wall to hack open, and here we can find the passageway. Now, you really want to be fully rested before going down. And why is that? Well, I hope I can show you. If I try to rest here, visions of death and destruction plague your sleep. You are unable to rest here. And that will be the way in this level and another level below. And there is another nice thing to know. There's no turning back. All who enter are doomed. Yeah, this door will close behind me. And there's no way to open it from the other side. Well, are you ready for a little adventure? Then let's go for it. Yeah, as soon as I make one more step, the door will close and it cannot be opened from this side. Yeah, let's press this button. Do I need it? Well, yeah, this is the slime cube. If I remember correctly, it's a pretty nasty enemy, as it will burn through your inventory. They are not really hard to beat, but it is something you should be aware about. Let's scribe this scroll. Of course, it's not really useful now to try to memorize new spells, as I can't rest anyway. An illusion! I'll bet there are a few more around here. Well, apparently not here. Yeah, there you could see it. One eye has lost her lockpicks. Items that you lose will never be given back. So this is a spider key, well, and a potion of healing. Now, I should have rested for neutralize poison, or for slow poison, which I forgot, as the ants on this level are all poisonous. So let's hope I can get through it without too much poisoning cases. Well, I do need some bones. And yeah, this looks the most terrible. No one has been here in a long time. However, there is another horn here. And another helmet. Plate meal. Well, I can still, of course, identify it, but it is, well, just a normal plate meal. Of course, I can only rest to get that spell back once I got myself out of here. But I got what I wanted to have. And a Darkmoon key. That's really something. Yeah, the rest of this junk, I can take it with me, but I really don't need it. Well, let's get out of here. That's my ticket back through that illusion wall, and well, let's just and here we have another portal. Yes, it connects to the one in the main section, but I will need another, it's just a normal amulet, and there is, hey, now having a party member paralyzed was not really something that works in my favor at this particular moment. Actually, it downright sucks that that had to happen right now. Hopefully it will not be of too much bother. No, I do need that rotten food later. I just need to have the items pressed, the plates pressed to form the 5 eyes of how 5 is depicted on a die. And this wall is an illusion, and these gigantic gargoyles, they were named a bit different in the manual, but it was a word that was close to gargoyle. Yeah, let's have some healing potions. Since I can't rest here. After all, I will get nightmares when I try to rest. Damn, how many more healing will she need? Well, it will have to do. Okay. Yeesh. Oh, extra healing. I think I will give that to Edric. Yeah, that will do. And another Darkmoon key. And this glass sphere, when I use it, it will produce a fireball, but I actually will need it later as a key. So I actually prefer not to use it as... And with this I can activate the portal. Point is, once I have come this far, I no longer need it. That's of course the bitter irony. Now the last improved identify. A +3 cloak moonshade. Now, what I'm wearing is actually stronger. Well, I can of course still give it to Sanral. That will lower his yeah, these kind of gargoyles are not really the kind of enemies you'd like to meet. Hey! Yeah, I know what I'm doing. That's one. That's two. And that's three. Oh yeah, that's the fourth horn. And another Darkmoon key. And this is a scroll for Fireball, Shocking Grasp, Detect Magic, Raise That, Glurk Spell. Let's see, Scribe Scroll. Okay. Oh, Fireball and Haste. And another stairway, and now I am out of the no rest zone. So in other words, I can just rest to heal up. And that nightmare part is only on those two floors that I just left. At least as far as Darkmoon is concerned, as there is another floor in Ike Builder 3, but more about that when I actually get there. Leave those weapons be, they are all cursed. And this is now a bit of Shakespeare way. Prepare for something wicked, this way comes. Double bubble, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Yes, those are the same spiders as you could meet in well, let's see. I still need another bone before I advance to the second section. Well, this one will do. And I said it, the first section was of course the underground section. Now I'm going into the first tower. And that is with this carving of the four winds. I just need to play all the four horns while standing in front of it. The order does not matter. And then the wall vanishes. And that is where I will end this video, as this stairway leads into the first tower and therefore the second section of the game. So let's not really spoil it and end the game here and bid you a fond goodbye for now. I will see you next week. Same time, same channel. So goodbye, auf Wiedersehen, au revoir and tot ziens.